All right, Mexico summit, what did it accomplish? I don't see anything it accomplished. You got the three amigos. One very funny thing was in the Q&A, the amigo in the middle, Obrador, president of Mexico, took 28 minutes to answer a question. I mean, my 28 minutes to answer one question. So if you want to strip all this down, Mexico is the problem in this hemisphere. Mexico is the problem. All right? They're not an equal partner. They're not a nation that's doing any good for anybody. They're a problem. Back it up, O'Reilly. Here we go. Population of Mexico, 129 million. 44% of the population live below the poverty line in that country. 44%. The average wage, $17,000. So you want to know why they come here? That's why. They can't make a living, they being the Mexican population, in their own country. How about violence? Mexico is the most violent country on the face of the earth. 2021, 44,000 homicides compared to the USA's 23,000, and we have almost 3 times as many people here. But added to the 44 homicides, 1,000 homicides, 22,500 people disappeared in Mexico. Where do you think they are? They're dead. Do the math. 66,000 people murdered in Mexico in 1 year. 66,000 as opposed to 23,000 in the USA. Okay. Why? Because the drug cartels control the country. There's no local police in Mexico. They're all on the pad for the drug cartels. The cartels walk into the police chief and say, hey, look, Jose, you do what we tell you to do or we'll kill you and your whole family. Well, what do you think Jose is going to do? The national police in Mexico had to be disbanded because they were so corrupt. The national police. There's no local police. There's no national police. There's only the armed forces. And Obrador, again, like Biden, doesn't care about the cartels. Lets them run wild. They control Mexico. And they smuggle narcotics into the United States that kill hundreds of thousands of people. Is that not an attack on our country? I put the migrant issue aside. These cartels are attacking the American public with this vast swath of narcotics. Yes, Biden is somewhat at fault for allowing it, and Obrador is worse than Biden because he basically surrendered. You don't bother me, Obrador, which means you don't put a bullet in my head, and I won't bother you. You can do what you want. That's Mexico. They're the problem. That's why I won't go there. And then, this charade of the three amigos, and they're all out there, and they're cooperating. Bull. It's a lie. Biden doesn't care. Just like the airlines. He doesn't care. This is making me crazy. I think you picked up on that. All right? So nothing is going to happen good as long as Biden's president. Now, Trump had Obrador scared, and we've gone through that. I'm not going to be redundant again. Trump scared him and forced Obrador to at least do something to try to stop the migration. They didn't stop the drug trafficking. Now, the only way to stop that is to declare the Mexican drug cartels terrorists, drone them, send in special forces, and kill them. Do you know the DEA agents working with the Mexicans cannot carry firearms in Mexico, putting them all at risk? And the Mexican authorities, as soon as they get wind of a DEA operation, call up the cartels, get $100,000 in their bank account and say, hey, yeah, the gringos are coming. That's what happens. Ask any federal agent. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Corrupt, corrupt, corrupt.